Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. A surprising name has entered the conversation around the Golden Bachelor, and it's one fans didn't expect. Comedian and talk show host Bill Maher recently shared his interest in taking part in the popular dating franchise, instantly sparking conversation across social media and entertainment circles. Maher, known for his outspoken personality and long-running television career, hinted that he would only consider the role under certain personal preferences. While he didn't officially apply or confirm serious negotiations, his comments alone were enough to set off debate among fans of the show. Some viewers found the idea entertaining and praised the unexpected crossover, saying it could bring a new dynamic to the series. Others questioned whether his public persona aligns with the emotional tone and romantic focus that the Golden Bachelor has become known for. Producers have not responded to Maher's remarks, and there is no indication that the show is considering a casting change. Still, the discussion highlights how successful the franchise has become, drawing attention from well-known figures far outside the usual reality TV circle. For now, Maher's comments remain hypothetical, but they've certainly added an interesting twist to the ongoing buzz surrounding the future of the Golden Bachelor. As the conversation continued online, fans began imagining what a Golden Bachelor season with Bill Maher might actually look like. Many pointed out that his sharp humor and outspoken opinions would certainly make for memorable moments, even if they weren't sure it would fit the show's traditional romantic tone. Several longtime viewers expressed mixed feelings. Some said the series works best when the focus stays on emotional connection, vulnerability, and second chances at love later in life. They worried that Maher's well-known public image could shift attention away from the contestants and toward controversy rather than romance. Others, however, argued that the Golden Bachelor has already proven it can break expectations. They noted that bringing in a high-profile figure could attract new audiences and boost ratings, especially among viewers who don't usually watch reality dating shows. Industry insiders also weighed in, suggesting that casting someone with an established career outside reality TV would come with challenges. Scheduling, creative control, and tone alignment would all need careful consideration to protect the brand of the show. Despite the growing chatter, ABC and the show's producers have stayed silent, leaving fans to speculate. For now, Maher's comments appear to be more of a conversation starter than a serious casting move, but they've undeniably reignited excitement around what direction the Golden Bachelor could take next. Whether or not the idea ever becomes reality, one thing is clear: the franchise continues to capture attention and spark debate, proving its lasting impact in the entertainment world. As the discussion spread, fans began comparing Maher's potential involvement to past casting decisions across the Bachelor franchise. Viewers noted that the Golden Bachelor earned praise precisely because it felt sincere and grounded, focusing on mature relationships rather than spectacle. That's why the idea of a well-known media personality joining the show sparked such strong opinions. Social media users also debated whether someone with an established public image could genuinely open up in a format built on vulnerability. Some argued that being famous doesn't automatically prevent real connections, while others felt that authenticity might be harder to achieve under constant public scrutiny. Meanwhile, former Bachelor Nation contestants chimed in indirectly by emphasizing how emotionally demanding the process can be, especially later in life. Several pointed out that the experience requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to prioritize connection over commentary, qualities viewers associate closely with the Golden Bachelor format. Behind the scenes, television analysts suggested that even speculative comments from celebrities can be valuable for networks. Conversations like this keep the show trending between seasons and help maintain interest while casting decisions remain private.
At this stage, there's still no indication that Maher has taken formal steps toward joining the series. However, the reaction alone demonstrates how invested audiences are in protecting what makes the Golden Bachelor unique. As fans wait for official announcements about future seasons, one thing remains clear. Any casting choice will be closely watched, widely discussed, and judged against the emotional standard the show has already
continued.
set.
Fans began shifting the focus back to what they truly want from future seasons of The Golden Bachelor. Many emphasized that the show's success came from highlighting latent-life love stories that felt relatable and heartfelt, rather than driven by headlines or shock value. Some viewers suggested that the conversation around Maher reflects a larger question facing reality television today. How far can a franchise evolve without losing its identity? While bold casting ideas can generate buzz, audiences have made it clear they value emotional authenticity over star power. Entertainment commentators also noted that Maher's remarks may never have been intended as a serious bid for the role. Instead, they believe the comments were more reflective of a broader cultural moment, where even established figures are curious about unscripted formats and the massive attention they generate. Meanwhile, Bachelor Nation fans turned their attention to potential alternatives, discussing what qualities the next Golden Bachelor should have. Words like kind, open, patient, and ready for real connection repeatedly surfaced, reinforcing the tone viewers hope the franchise will maintain. Producers, for their part, remain quiet, allowing anticipation to build naturally. Historically, casting announcements have been carefully timed, and silence often signals that decisions are still being finalized behind closed doors. In the end, whether Bill Maher's name fades from the conversation or continues to resurface, the moment has already served its purpose, keeping the Golden Bachelor firmly in the spotlight and reminding audiences why they care so deeply about who gets the final rose. As the conversation lingered, longtime fans began reflecting on why the Golden Bachelor resonated so strongly in the first place. Many pointed out that the show felt refreshing because it slowed things down, allowing relationships to develop naturally without constant twists or distractions. This is why some viewers remain cautious about any casting idea that could shift focus away from the contestants' emotional journeys. They believe the heart of the series lies in honest conversations, shared life experiences, and the courage it takes to open up again later in life. Others, however, argued that curiosity around unexpected candidates doesn't necessarily mean the show will change direction. They noted that speculation is part of modern entertainment culture, and most high-profile names never move beyond online discussion. Television insiders added that casting for a series like The Golden Bachelor is far more complex than it appears. Compatibility, relatability, and audience trust all play a role, and producers are keenly aware of how closely fans are watching every decision. At the same time, the buzz has helped bridge the gap between seasons, keeping the franchise relevant while viewers wait for official news. Even hypothetical scenarios can strengthen audience engagement when handled carefully. For now, the future of The Golden Bachelor remains open, with fans hopeful that the next lead will honor the warmth and sincerity that made the show a standout. Whatever comes next, the discussion itself proves the franchise continues to evolve, while its audience remains deeply invested. As days passed, the discussion began to cool, but not before raising a deeper conversation about representation and expectations in reality dating shows. Fans emphasized that The Golden Bachelor filled a rare space on television, one where maturity, life lessons, and emotional growth mattered more than drama. Some viewers noted that the intense reaction to Maher's comments showed just how protective audiences have become of the series. Unlike other reality formats, this show created an emotional bond with viewers who saw their own stories reflected on screen: second chances, late love, and hope after loss. Others pointed out that the moment also highlighted how difficult it is for any successful franchise to balance tradition with reinvention. While curiosity around unconventional leads can generate attention, audiences ultimately decide what feels authentic and what doesn't. Industry watchers suggested that the network is likely taking careful note of the feedback. Even unofficial conversations can influence future casting strategies, reminding producers where the audience draws the line. For now, fans are returning their focus to what they know is coming next: a new chapter, a new lead, and another opportunity for meaningful connections to unfold. Whatever direction the show chooses, it's clear that The Golden Bachelor has earned something rare in modern television: viewer trust. And that trust, many believe, will be the deciding factor in every choice the franchise makes moving forward. As attention slowly shifted, fans began speculating about how the franchise might respond moving forward, not to any one name, but to the expectations viewers have now clearly voiced. Many believe the success of The Golden Bachelor has set a new standard, one that prioritizes emotional sincerity over attention-grabbing concepts. Some viewers also noted that moments like this reveal how invested the audience has become. What started as a simple comment turned into a broader conversation about values, tone, and respect for the stories being told. In many ways, that reaction reflects the show's impact more than any casting rumor ever could. Entertainment analysts pointed out that this level of engagement is rare. When audiences feel protective of a series, it often means they see it as more than entertainment. They see it as meaningful. That emotional connection is something networks are careful not to disrupt. Meanwhile, anticipation continues to build quietly behind the scenes. Casting processes are known to be extensive, involving interviews, background checks, and long discussions about readiness for the experience. Producers understand that the next lead won't just represent themselves, but an entire chapter of the franchise.
The conversation has evolved into something calmer but more focused, a shared hope that the next season will continue telling stories that feel genuine, warm, and relatable. No matter who ultimately steps into the role, viewers are hoping for honesty, humility, and a real chance at connection. In the end, the brief buzz surrounding unexpected names has only reinforced one truth: The Golden Bachelor isn't just another dating show. It's become a reflection of later-life love, and audiences are determined to see that spirit protected as the franchise moves forward. As the buzz settled into quieter discussion, fans began to look at the moment as a reminder of how much The Golden Bachelor has changed expectations for reality TV. Unlike fast-paced dating shows, this series carved out space for reflection, patience, and meaningful conversation, qualities viewers now see as essential. Many fans shared that the show felt less like competition and more like a journey. That perspective, they say, is why even hypothetical casting talk can spark such strong reactions. Audiences aren't just watching for entertainment anymore. They're emotionally invested in the integrity of the process. Media commentators also noted that moments like this often act as informal feedback loops for networks. While no official moves were made, the response itself sends a clear message about what viewers value and what they hope the franchise avoids. At the same time, optimism remains high. Fans trust that producers understand the responsibility that comes with the show's success. Past seasons demonstrated careful casting choices, thoughtful storytelling, and respect for the experiences of everyone involved. As anticipation builds for future announcements, the conversation has become less about any single name and more about preserving the heart of the series. Viewers are hopeful that the next chapter will continue to highlight real connection, emotional growth, and the courage it takes to open up again. For now, The Golden Bachelor remains firmly in the spotlight, not because of controversy, but because it represents something rare on television. And that quiet, meaningful impact may be its greatest strength moving forward. As the story continued to circulate, attention slowly turned toward how moments like this reflect a shift in audience power. Viewers today are more vocal than ever, and their reactions often shape the future of long-running franchises. In the case of The Golden Bachelor, fans made it clear they feel a sense of ownership over the tone and direction of the show.
Some longtime Bachelor Nation followers noted that this season marked a turning point for the entire franchise. It proved that audiences are eager for storytelling rooted in real-life experiences, loss, growth, and renewed hope, rather than flashy twists. Because of that, any suggestion that feels misaligned quickly stands out. Others saw the conversation as a sign of the show's growing cultural relevance. When a program reaches a point where well-known figures openly comment on it, that usually means it has crossed beyond niche entertainment and into mainstream discussion. Behind the scenes, industry observers believe the network is likely using this moment as a reference point rather than a decision maker. Casting choices are rarely influenced by a single comment, but audience reactions help clarify what resonates and what doesn't. As weeks go by, fans remain focused on one key question: who will best represent the spirit of the series next? While names may come and go, the expectations are now firmly set. Viewers want sincerity, emotional depth, and someone genuinely ready to embrace the journey. In the end, this brief wave of speculation may be remembered less for the name involved and more for what it revealed: just how deeply audiences care about protecting the heart of the Golden Bachelor as it continues forward. As conversations around the Golden Bachelor continued, some fans began reflecting on the larger impact the show has had on reality television. Unlike other dating programs, this series has consistently highlighted emotional honesty, patience, and personal growth, qualities that resonate deeply with viewers, especially those watching later in life. Social media buzz showed that fans are not just interested in who might take the next lead role, they care about the kind of relationships and life experiences the show highlights. Even hypothetical casting rumors sparked discussions about what authentic connection really means in the context of a reality series. Industry experts pointed out that moments like this, where celebrity names enter the conversation, can actually serve the franchise in subtle ways. While networks don't make casting decisions based on online chatter alone, fan reactions offer valuable insights into audience priorities, helping producers fine-tune their approach for future seasons. Meanwhile, viewers remain excited for what's next. Speculation about potential leads is only part of the story. What matters most is the emotional journey the show promises to tell. Fans have expressed a desire for meaningful interactions, vulnerability, and moments that feel relatable rather than simply sensational. Ultimately, the discussion sparked by Maher's comments illustrates the franchise's growing influence. Even brief mentions have the power to ignite reflection, debate, and excitement among audiences, demonstrating that The Golden Bachelor has become more than just a show. It's a cultural touchpoint for conversations about love, growth, and connection later in life. Thanks for watching Golden Bachelor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.